Jeremy, talk about tattoo chef stock. Jeremy, talk about TDCF stock. Jeremy.
Baby, welcome back to Strong Man Personal Finance. We got a special guest today, investing with Cole. Baby, welcome! Woo!
It's great to be here. I think we're gonna make a lot of people a lot of money today.
That's right. So I paid Cole some significant jump change to make us a presentation on a stock that I think, and he thinks as well, is gonna 100x. Are you ready, Cole?
I'm absolutely ready for this presentation. I stayed up many nights getting this together, but it was well worth it, and I think they're going to do something special today.
That's right, because we want you, ladies and gentlemen, to get rich and get rich quick. Gone are the days where you have to work a job, match your tax advantage accounts, and save diligently over your lifetime. Instead, you can just put all your money in Yeti stock, bro.
Yeti stock. We all know the famous cooler company.
Cooler my ooler. All right, I'm going to mute myself. Cole's going to give his presentation. Tomorrow, you're going to sell all your VT and put all your money in.
No, you don't need to mute yourself, but I'll be leading the presentation, but I do want your input every so often.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You value my input? Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So,
all right, well, be my guest. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I first noticed Yeti stock about 3 days ago when I saw it went up 17% in a day, and I thought this is worth looking into. And I did some more looking, and I saw if it goes up 17% a day for like the next month, I mean, this is easy 100x. So I did some research. And first thing I found was these global warming statistics. So climate change is speeding towards catastrophe. The next decade is crucial, UN panel says. The United Nations.
The who? Aren't they a bunch of like global communists or something?
Well, that's what I thought. But then I found out that global average temperatures are estimated to rise 1.5 degrees Celsius. That's, if any of your viewers have college degrees, in the academic world, we use Celsius. But, if you're not educated, if you're somebody who's not on board with Yeti stock, you probably use 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's above the pre-industrial levels. Sometime around the first half of the 2030s, we'll reach these temperatures. I don't know if you own a calendar, but that's coming up. That's the next 10 years.
That's 7 years, Cole.
That's 7 years.
2030 minus 2023 is 7.
Well, look, I've been doing so much math on stocks. I haven't had time to look. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Your brain's fried. Okay, I get it.
A new report says it will still possible to hold global warming to relatively safe levels, but doing so will require global cooperation, billions of dollars, and big changes. Now, I don't know what any of that slide just said, but I did see where it said billions of dollars. And you know where the $1 billion are going?
Man, I've never seen a more comprehensive thesis. Is that it, Cole, or do you have more for us?
Oh, we have plenty more. So the basic idea is within the next 10 years, the Earth will be unlivable, uninhabitable by humans. Average temperatures, you'll wake up and it'll be 150 degrees. Your house will be on fire. Strongman, you have kids, right?
I think they're mine, yeah.
You think they're yours. Well, can you imagine how hard it is to put a crying baby to sleep when it's 150 degrees? That's why Yeti will be developing Yeti beds. Imagine how comfortable your child will be. It's 150 degrees outside. The polar ice caps have melted, and you put your baby inside the safety of a Yeti bed.
Okay, so I'm trying to follow the thesis here. So global warming, the temperatures are going up 2.7 degrees.
Yeah, so how do you cool down?
So, but temperatures now are it's 82 here. So if it goes up 2 degrees, it's going to be 95.
That's right, so, Yeti coolers.
So, but how does that get us to 150? Were you exaggerating when you said 150 degrees?
So I know what you're saying. I'm going to need more than a Yeti bed. What do I do when I get out of bed and it's 150 degrees? So I have the Yeti home. Now, it is just we wanted to keep that iconic branding. So it is just a big cooler, big enough for you, to put your stuff in. But where are people going to work? Because not everybody has the luxury of having a work from home job. Some people have to go to work. That's why we have Yeti office spaces. Once again, just a really big cooler that you go to work in.
So you're saying Yeti is going to go from a cooler and mug company, and all of a sudden they're going to make houses. It's just going to be a big cooler.
Well, yeah, you just make them bigger.
So literally people are going to work in a massive Yeti. I'm laughing, but the brilliance is just blowing my mind.
The current revenue, Yeti's current quarterly revenue last quarter was $402 million. But we needed 100x. We need to get to 40 billion. So what can this grow to? Possible market. By the end of 2023, the world economy is expected to have a gross domestic product of 105 trillion. That's according to the IMF. Now, I think everybody needs a cooler, so I thought global GDP was like a good market share for us to try to capture. So assumptions. If Yeti can capture just 0.04% of global GDP, it will 100x in as little as 12 months. And to put that in perspective, 0.04%, that's like if you had to run a mile, that's just 2 feet of a mile. So if you can imagine, walking 2 feet, that's how easy it is for Yeti to get here.
Looking at that 0.04%, that makes it believable. That makes it attainable.
Because that's a small number, yeah.
Yeah, when you think of a company 100xing, it's like, wow, how can it do that? But they just have to capture 0.04% of global GDP.
Yeah,
it can 100x.
Yeah, and this isn't like, I don't want people, this is not like a get-rich-quick scheme. Like, you're not going to, like, put your money in, and, like, next week it's going to 100x. I mean, this could take 6 months. This could take 12 months to 100x. Like, it's long-term investing.
So you're saying it's not going to go up in a vertical line Monday?
Well, it's funny you say that, because we did just get a super chat.
Well, we'll save it to the end.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt this amazing presentation.
So I do have some revenue projections. This is going off once again. If I go back to previously, this is assuming if all these predictions about global warming are correct. I have some revenue projections if this plays out.
Well, explain this to me because I see an arrow going down.
Well, that's so the arrow going down is yesterday, and this arrow is tomorrow.
But they're on the same line.
Well, it's going.
They're on the same line of the x-axis.
Well, basically, the Yeti cooler is so cold, it freezes time too. So that just gives us more time to compound, and that's why you see the vertical line here.
Is this the width of the market, their total addressable market? Is that how wide it is?
Elon Musk has talked about, asteroid mining.
Yes.
So it's possible that, the possible market, when we're talking about the Earth, that might be underselling it.
So you're saying these assumptions are conservative?
Yeah, because think about how hot it is on Venus.
What about Uranus?
Well, that's already cold, but that's actually where most of the cooling comes from. We go to Uranus, and we because it's cold there, so we put that in the cooler.
Your anus is cold? You not wear underwear? Okay, so Yeti's going to go up in a vertical line.
Yeah, but these are so, revenue is cool and all, but at the end of the day, you want to make money, and you can't make money just on revenue. So I did a DCF, and I have some stock price projections. So I did have a few assumptions for my DCF. This is a 15 PE ratio. As companies grow larger, like Yeti will, it's not going to have like 100 PE, 200 PE. That's not believable. So it probably will come back down to around a 15 PE as it reaches its market share. 20% profit margins.
Tell that to Tesla.
Yeah, that just sounded like a 20% profit margins. That just sounded like a round number. So that's how I came to that. And this is assuming that global temperatures increase by the 2 degrees we cited earlier. This is what my DCF for the stock price looks like.
This is a discounted cash flow model.
Yes.
All right, so I see there's 8 on the x-axis. Why is there an 8 on the x-axis?
So that's short for 2028.
Oh, okay. So the stocks is that going to be the price action in 2028? It's going to go down a little bit, and then it's going to shoot up in a vertical line.
Well, that was actually a glitch. It's just supposed to be the arrow going up.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I paid you $500 for this research, and you didn't even take the time to edit the down arrow out.
How to reach customers. So, to 100x, Yeti will need to massively increase its number of stores to reach an audience of this size. But, in today's modern tech world, it doesn't make sense to actually go and build your own properties when there's already so many brick and mortar stores out there. So some possible partners that we could start using their store space.
Stop.
So you go in, you go buy a video game, and you're checking out, and you go, oh, what's that? And the GameStop employee says, what? Oh, that's a Yeti cooler. You're like, well, I'm already buying a game and a computer. I might as well get the Yeti cooler while I'm there.
Yeah, instead of having a bag for the game, you put it in the cooler.
You keep putting the cooler, and then you don't. And that saves, because most of global warming comes from plastic bags. So by not having plastic bags anymore, it only makes it cooler.
But what if GameStop goes bankrupt?
Well, we don't have to worry about that because so you go to Planet 13 in Las Vegas. You're hanging out with Jeremy. You're in his Yeti cooler house that he lives in, and you go buy some weed, and you think it's 150 degrees outside. How am I going to keep my weed cool? Strongman, I think you can figure this one out.
I'm flabbergasted, man.
You buy a Yeti cooler.
So you're going to sell Yetis in strip malls and in a store in Las Vegas, and that's going to make the stock 100x.
That's my predictions are it's at least 40 billion in revenue.
40 billion. Is that's what that chart was, right? With the line going up on the
it cuts off, but if
see, okay, you didn't even put
if my monitor was several miles tall, you could see the 40 billion part where it gets to.
Okay, got it.
So I've just got one final slide for you, Strongman. Are you ready?
I am ready. So what's the play? So should I buy tomorrow or should I wait for an event to happen?
Yeah, so you don't want. Once again, you don't want. We're not telling you, go, max out your credit cards, throw all your money into this. If there's money that you think you won't need for about 6 to 12 months, that you can say, I'd say, probably keep 50% of your money in index funds, 50% in Yeti stock.
So what if it doesn't 100x? Can we sue you?
What part were you not sold on?
Oh, look at him. He's getting scared now.
Look, I didn't have time to add the slide that said, this is not financial advice, but it's not.
Well, it's not financial advice, but if you want to sign up for my Patreon, shout out to my Patreon, you can get personalized financial advice for the low fee of $5 a month. Sign up for my Patreon, bro.
Which, by the way, you bought Yeti cooler before it went up 17%.
I did.
You just didn't have time to do this. We did this presentation a minute before it went up 17%, and we bought it. We just haven't had time to go live with it.
Exactly. I mean, we should have put it in the Discord first, but
it was in the Patreon. It was in the Patreon.
It was in the Patreon. That's true. I mean, you guys would have made 17%. I mean, you get that in an index fund in 3 years, right?
And after inflation, it's 5 years.
Exactly. I mean, VT hasn't even beat inflation. Why would you buy that when you could just buy Yeti stock?
So any other questions from the audience?
That was they can ask all they want. I have never been more convinced, especially by that chart. That was just beautiful.
Yeah,
I've never been more convinced to put all my money in a stock.
All right, well, I'm glad we woke up at 8 a.m. on a Sunday for this.
It's 9 a.m. for me, baby. Boop, 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 boop. Yeti, my mom's spaghetti. She's nervous on the surface. Vomit, mom spaghetti, whatever. Thank you, Emmanuel. Well, Cole, if we want to get more research, let's say I'm an audience member and I want to get paid research. Can I come directly to you? Is there a way we can contact you?
Yes, you can go to patreon.com/withcole for just $5 a month. You can get this level of due diligence. And by the way, don't just believe me. Do your own due diligence. Go out there, spend at least one day reading Yahoo Finance articles before you invest in this.
Wait, so I paid you $500, and now you're saying you only charge $5.
Well, you've been in my Patreon for 100 months.
So you charge me more.
But
so for being loyal, I get charged more, is what you're saying.
If you pay me $500 instead of $5 a month, then you find out about this before it goes up 17%.
I'm confused. I feel like I just got scammed.
Look, do you really think I would sit here and tell you to buy some random stock I hadn't heard of until a couple days ago and tell you to buy it just so I can make money off of you?
Cole, you mean to tell me that you're talking about a random stock that went up a lot because it'll get you views on YouTube? Is that what you're saying you're doing?
For years, I go back to my channel and see the years of Yeti stock cooler videos I have saved up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go check it out. Don't worry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Thank you for joining this short presentation. I got to get the kids ready to go. Let's do an outro that Cole himself made, and you guys have a wonderful day.
Merry Christmas, little fella.
It's Santa Claus and his elf.
We're not gonna hurt you.
No, got some nice presents for you.